Xavier McLean doing what he's supposed to. Make me look like I know what I'm talking about.
Great
Player
pick.
to watch.
Great pick. McKinney stuck with it. Lobs to Smith. McKinney gets it back and hits.
McKinney can shoot. Too much dribbling.
Trying to figure out
There
this
you go.
new defensive look. Kelman leans in. Missed a layup from point blank. Numbers for Bellarmine. McKinney lays it up and in. And a timeout.
And they understood that the Hatters don't have a true point guard.
Ellison throws a pick six to Tyler Doyle. And the other end, it's Dezmond.
Possession, you're hitting somebody. You're just absolutely going to the defensive boards. Can't give them second shots. They make a living off of that.
Shouldering in on Nussbaum, spinning. Nussbaum has been good defensively so far. Plays very limited minutes off the bench, but has held his own. Good spin into the lane, though, and Dezmond.
These teams will have 30 or 40 or 50 different play calls. Go back to what's simple. Go back to your motion sets. Go back to your high ball screens, your horn sets. Whatever you do the first week of practice, that's what you want to do when you need a basket.
McKinney exploding to the rim for two.
Seems like Bellarmine's having a couple more ball screens than they typically do this season. Here's another one.
Allows McKinney to fly and score. Lax turns the corner. Through Karasinski, can't get it. Smith tips out to Karasinski.
Should have somebody open.
McKinney sidestep for two.
McKinney spinning. McKinney got it off the window.
Well, you see it, but
Latin to shoot. Here's McKinney. Cross, pivot, step back. Bank, no. Swatted out by Hof.
Great tip out by Hof. He wasn't able to gather it two hands and just tipped it to a teammate.
Back to McKinney on the scan. Pounding inside. That was much closer earlier in the week. He is passing out of those double teams way better than he was early in the season.
I think some of that too, he missed almost, all of last year. Just kind of getting that rust off, and what is he going to look like, towards the middle to end of February? Is it how much better he's already?
That was stolen by Karasinski's knee, and then poked away by McKinney. Gooden eyes up the floor. Has McKinney, and Dezmond gets the roll.
And the deep two falls.
You want to go fast if you're Bellarmine.
Ooh, a shove off for McKinney, no call. Two to shoot, got to get it up. And he hit it.
Jackson was kind of getting the last punch on Bellarmine, but I thought second half, the effort, the execution by both of these teams was pretty good in the second half.
As McKinney steals and scores.
Bears, and they're going to bring that full court pressure.
Good job by Cato there, because that's the equivalent of a really long icing.
Bellarmine gets it across with Billy Smith. Now he'll wait to feed it to Johnson.
So Karasinski's kind of gone dry here as well.
Yeah, Bellarmine needs to find someone to score. They've been stifled here of late. Shot clock's winding down. Got to set something up. McKinney trying to go to work. Nothing cooking. He'll pull up from the elbow. Big
at one point.
Can't get the second to go to McCormick. So 7-point lead. Bellarmine needs to have a very good offensive possession here. Karasinski trying to go to work. Nice feed to McKinney. Up and under. And was previously
two straight games, right?
Yeah.
2 straight games in conference, career high.
Taylor's a baller. McKinney trying to go quickly to the rack. Nice play up and.
Jack Karasinski picks up the foul, his third. Tay Fields' A-Sun debut has been A+. Give him 14 points and 5 boards and a lot of other stats. Oh, nice slash and a nice finish from Dezmond. Fields doubled. Fights through, finds Dante Bacchus. Too strong on the triple. McKinney a spin and a flip.
And Bellarmine being
one big shot away. And now North Alabama's got it back out.
It's unbelievable. And a lot of that comes back when Fields and Lane took over.
The Knights have been on their best offensive run. Here's another nice take from Dezmond McKinney. Ortiz once more. 7 threes for DJ.
Unconscious when shooting tonight.
And McKinney another finish at the rack.
For a couple of weeks from a fall like that.
Second toss by Hammond is good. If that was you and me, they'd be picking pieces up like Mr. Potato Head out there, wouldn't it? Good to be young and athletic. 27-52. Courtney Anderson inside. He was kind of hanging in the air, waiting for the defender to go by because
these guys will want to not get outscored here in this couple minutes that they're on the floor.
So far, the Buffaloes are +1 here in the second half. Driving in the paint. Gooden gets off to a cutting McKinney down the lane for the postseason. What have you learned about Colorado as Peace goes down the lane? Got that one blocked for the Knights. Gerhardt up with it, though, and his hook shot painfully rolls off the rim, and the Knights away with it.
Yeah, I think that they're a better shooting team than I expected, Mark. They're in the high 30s for three-point shooting. But there are a couple things that have reared its head here and there. One is defending the three-point line.
And that consistency, that intensity, consistency they have to have with the level of teams they're going to play in the Big 12. So that'll be a challenge for Tad Boyle, something we'll certainly talk about. Lux down the paint. Goes McKinney. Got another bucket.
Great penetration and kick by Wills. Just let Agman get his feet set and knock down an open three.
McKinney drives in and lays it in. With it. Now Newton. Here's a pass, and it's stolen away by McKinney. McKinney will go and lay it in. Not a great pass from
the second half in their first ever meeting with the Bearcats. Deep three for Hacker. Just feeling confident. McKinney there, and he sticks it back home. Luke will fire in transition, and it came up short. Johnson still out there for the Knights. Over to McKinney. And stepping to his left, took a nice in 5 of his last 6, including this one, and had over 20 against Evansville in their other D1 exhibition.
And there's your timeout to kind of work on your full court presses, and probably won't be a factor in this game, but something to work on in their conference as they get into some of the opponents and if they're trailing.
And now Scott Davenport's crew on defense. Why Fricks is in the game, and Fricks can't get it to go through. Here comes Ben Johnson. Glides it across the 10-second line into the hands of Hoff. I like the way Bellarmine moves it around. Under an outstanding coach in Scott Davenport, they made that transition
to a Campion. Kick out, Harrison 3. And he's missed 2 in a row.
Great box out by Dezmond McKinney there.
Starting to break. And USI resets. Knights a chance to take an early lead. 10 apiece. McKinney whips it inside. Doyle outside. Whitaker cut off. Shot clock under 10. Bellarmine patient here. It's McKinney attacking the hole. Leans in and got the roll.
Bellarmine's running a little X-scissor cut off the inbound. Denied well by USI.
Off the cross, McKinney rises and hits.
Distort them, get them out of position, have one player have to guard 2 people, and that's what Bellarmine did in the last possession. That's why you get the open 3 in the corner.
Here's Ben Johnson. Now Branson driving in, skips for Johnson. In heavy traffic, finding McKinney, faking, hanging, and laying it in.
Just passer from that position as well. VMI just likes to isolate in that post.
Kia Dallas one-on-one. Missed it at the rim. Bellarmine pushing. McKinney hangs. Battles off the glass for 2. All alone underneath. Stuckey.
One of those situations where you had Karazinski and Hope just running out to the perimeter, not talking, not commanding the ball, and that leaves a guy open. Just again, the communication for Bellarmine, it's just got to improve in this second half.
Still looking for their first points out of the locker room. McKinney's up and under, provides that. He's tarped. Kia Dallas to the rim, couldn't finish it. Bellarmine running. McKinney Euros and scores.
True freshman on the VCU roster this year.
Now, Terrence Hill, if those who are wondering, why is he getting this early minutes? Well, one, Zeb Jackson's out of the game. Two, Terrence Hill Jr. can really play ball.
They are really high on his ceiling this year, and he played well in the exhibition against Mount St. Mary. Pretty drive inside. Oh, McKinney got Bamisile to jump and then got his own miss and scored a half. And a 7-0 VCU run over the last 30 seconds. Almost a 5-second count on McKinney.
And VCU is making the adjustment from last year, not really pressing as much, to now really getting after guys 94 feet.
And look at the length with Furman, Clark, and also Bamisile on defense. McKinney on the drive with under 10 to shoot. Got away with it and found two.
Early, and also be more disruptive on the defensive end. As of right now, they're just not being as disruptive as they need to be, as they get an easy 2-point.
It'll stay with the Knights.
And we're seeing some Jack Clark at the 5 right now. And just talk about the versatility of this VCU team. Almost every position can play multiple positions.
Shot clock under 10 for Bellarmine. Here's Huff guarded by Shoga. McKinney left open and hits the triple. 11 Final Four team and our entire Rams Unlimited crew here at the Siegel Center. The start of the new basketball season with VCU leading by a 7-point margin against Bellarmine, and the starting fives for both teams to begin the half.
Now, one thing VCU is going to have to watch out for is Ben Johnson. He had a quiet first half due to foul trouble, but now he has 3 fouls and 20 minutes to work. Let's see what they can do.